We're working here in the framework of the Publications Office Interinstitutional Committee, and it's all EU institutions and committees who are faced with the same problem, which is basically how to deal with digital revolution and e-books in particular. We have to adjust our production to the needs of our readers, so knowing the market is quite useful. Knowing the dissemination constraints is also very useful to us.
We collectively, as the institutions and bodies of the European Union, have to think about, do our short time life publications, should they all go to digital instead of being the traditional print? And we also have to think about distribution channels, that you have to be very, very selective in who your audience is in order to be successful in developing a relationship with your readers.
Those people picking up ebooks at first are not the geeks who are fond of their gadgets, but this is about reading. Those who are the strongest readers, who have the largest reading load, and that applies of course also for professional reading. And the European Commission has tons of very valuable material which can be proposed to readers who want to have a more convenient experience in accessing these materials.
You're bringing people together who see similar problems from different perspectives. So that's number one. It's a genuine sharing. It's a search for some kind of consensus. The other thing is that it's information sharing in a context where the technology is changing so quickly that we all need to keep up to speed.
If we want to find more publications coming from the publication office in Luxembourg, then I think that the EU civil servants have to work directly with librarians and explain them what is Europe, what Europe is doing, and how these documents are available, and to inform the librarians themselves that these documents are available for free. People can access to them via public libraries.
The point about the e-book market and dissemination is that today, from a global perspective, is being driven by the main players that are providing the devices, the one who are driving the e-book market today in terms of formats as well as in terms of final devices. When you look at it more from a European perspective, you need to focus on each single country. Why? Simply because the digital value chain for e-book distribution is being localized. This is why we need, from a local perspective as well as from a global perspective, work through the different players of a digital value chain.
If we're not heading towards an ecosystem and open standard and open solutions, then it'll mean that we'll be very limited in terms of how we discover books, how we acquire books. And I think the having a standard, having something that really works like an ecosystem, is the only way to have the kind of diversity we have today in the book world. The publication office needs to work with other partners, but also to maximize its accessibility of its own catalog.